Hi, everybody. Just seems so crazy that I can't be in church with you today, but I am with my family and with my G Littles and having a great day today, and I just know that this is an amazing day for you. I wanted to share something that God did for me, and it really came as a result of me just being tired, in fact, exhausted. And I was talking with a couple of my girlfriends, and out came this transparency and vulnerability going, I'm tired. I'm tired of having to have faith. I'm tired of having to hope all the time and just have the responsibility of have faith for this or hope for that, and always hoping for something that's going to be taking place in the future. And maybe it's my age, and because I've been talking with financial planners a lot lately and looking at the end of what it's going to look like at the end of our life, and the end of this story I don't see, and I'm having to feel like I always have to have faith for the end of that story, and the faith for and hope for the end of this story that is yet still being played out and written, and I don't know what it looks like, and it feels hard. It's hard. I'm tired. I'm exhausted of having to have that responsibility and accountability to always have faith and have hope in this. And so I was just expressing this feeling that I've been having of being, I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to perform, because it feels like it's what it is. I have to perform to have this faith. And so, say hi, Mimi. And so I just felt this big yes come inside of me, because in the midst of reaching and pulling and pushing and not knowing what the end of this story is going to look like, every day I feel like I have a yes anyway. And so the thought came out of my spirit was, yes, God, I'm tired. I'm exhausted from just faith this and faith that and push for this and building a new business here or running my business there, and where's the next work going to come from, and when's the next whatever going to come, and I have to have faith for it. And it just felt so work and performance and effort oriented. And all I wanted to do was just say, yes, God, yes, today is what I'm in. And I just saw this book that opened up in front of me, and here's this day I'm in. So here's a book, and you open this book, and you see God's hand in his pen, and he's writing today. And today is what today looks like, and I go, today I can say yes. Yes, today. But if I were to take this book and open up my book and go to the last page of the book and try to go, this is what it looks like, I'm going to reach and work for that faith because that's what it's going to look like. It's like, how do I know what that looks like? Because today hasn't been written, and all these chapters in this book are empty. And yet I'm stretching for this faith and pushing for this faith and struggling for hope for the end of this story. And yet here's today, that all God's asking me to do is say yes. And just say, God, today, I trust you. I really do. I trust you today in the story of my life today. I'm just tired of having faith. Sorry, this is really how I feel. It is. It's just how I feel. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted of reaching for hope. Does it mean I don't have hope and faith? Not at all. What it means is today I say, yes, God. Yes. And he showed me that yes is an exhale. Yes. The word trust, I trust you today. When I I'm going to have faith for today, it's like, ooh, I'm holding my breath. I'm having faith. And if I work hard enough, and if I think hard enough, and if I confess hard enough, I'm going to have this faith. And if I can work hard enough to create this feeling of faith and feeling of hope, then I've accomplished it. But I'm tired. That's really how I felt, and it's how I feel. But what I can do is I can say, yes, yes, I trust you. Yes, I trust you coming together. You know what that is? The full, to me, this is just me talking here, it's the full measure of faith. Is saying, yes, God, you love me more than I could ever imagine. The end of that storybook, you know, and yes, I'm going to have a part of writing it, but I'm going to stop reaching and being exhausted to try to imagine what the last story of that looks like. I'm just going to let you write today's story, and I'm going to say yes today. I trust you today. Don't we go back to this all the time? We're always going back to this. Yes, live in the moment. Tomorrow has enough worries for itself. I know it sounds kind of redundant. We've gone there again, but it's different. Because trying to have faith and conjure up this faith and hope is exhausting. But to say, yes, I trust you. I believe, and I felt the weight of the world lift off of my shoulders when I could just, in today, say, yes, I trust you. I trust you for those calls that need to come in. I trust you for those interactions and those people that I'm going to run across in my life, that they're going to touch me and I'm going to touch them. Yes, this day is going to happen. I am fully partnering with you in this day. I don't know what the end of my life is going to look like, but I know that if I'm with you today and I'm saying, yes, and I'm like, I trust you, that I am operating in the full measure of faith for today. So don't go being exhausted. Was the word for me. You don't have to conjure up all this spiritual hyper faith and this spiritual hyper I hope, or this confession that you talk to everybody. I'm having faith for this. I'm having hope for that. I will, and I do, but it comes in the form of yes, I trust you. So take a deep breath and go, yes. Take a deep breath and go, I trust you. God doesn't want us to be exhausted and laboring for faith and laboring for hope. That yes is faith. That yes, I trust you, is hope. Anyway, I just wanted to share and give you this just amazing download that, at least for me, lifted the weight of the world off of my shoulders. And maybe somewhere you're going to find that sigh that goes, yes, I trust you, and have a little bit of a weight of that responsibility that we have to have faith lifted off you by giving your yes today. I love you all. I am missing you so much right now. Jonathan, you're awesome. I am so blessed to be a part of this family. Love each and every one of you.